Guns on Google. Google has persisted to be a very useful resource to the generation growing up with the internet. As technology grows, it becomes easier for us to have things at our fingertips. It used to be you had to go to the library and find the book on a topic you were needing to resource, such as the history of the television. Now, you can simply go onto your phone and type in the history of the television, and you can get it in seconds rather than having to travel all the way to a library and check it out. This has become very convenient. But what do people search? What trends on this website? What are people passionate and wanting to know about? Well, currently, with no surprise, it's guns in America. But what does this mean? What does it mean by guns in America? Well, many things have been searched, such as the NRA, which is an association with guns, or gun rights versus gun control. But what is gun rights and what is gun control? Well, gun rights is this growing idea that we should protect our Second Amendment and we should protect our gun owners. We should not take away guns. However, gun control, on the other hand, states that we should have regulations on guns and on the gun owners. Very two split ideas that are typically given to conservative and liberal people. Liberals typically being gun control and conservatives typically being gun rights. But why? Why is this single topic that people are searching so important? The Florida school shooting. Recently, on the afternoon of February 14th, 2018, a white teen male, which I'm not saying his name because I do not feel he deserves any glorification, walked into a Florida school with an AR-15 weapon and killed 17 people, from a coach to an activities director to other students. He shot the school up, killed 17, and many others were left injured, witnessing their friends die, and with this tragic event forever in their memories. Now, whole worlds, it seems, mostly the United States, have blown up over this one event. Why? Because the boy used a gun. Now, this brings up many fights about what causes it. Is it the gun? Is it the mental health issue of this boy? Is it gun control to the solution? Or is it gun right to the solution? Regardless of what you believe, everyone agrees that this is an issue. And it is an issue that needs to be addressed. But how? Many have seemed to have resulted to Googling what is gun control. What did Obama do in his administration for gun control or gun rights? It seems to be a forever growing topic that every time we have a mass shooting or some type of school shooting or some type of nightclub shooting, that it gets brought back into the public and brought back on social media and the internet and etc. And the whole country blows up about it. When has this topic been in trend? Now, this clearly isn't a up-to-date graph because, first of all, it's missing this current one because it happened in 2018 and it has 17 killings. But this just is kind of an example to show you that we've had numerous schools, like mass shootings, whether it's from Las Vegas, Nevada, or Orlando, Florida, with the Pulse shooting, or Virginia Tech, or Sandy Hook. We've had numerous school shootings. We've had numerous business shootings. We've had numerous public shootings. And every time it happens, since we got the internet, of course, it seems to blow up on debate. Every single time. It's created much controversy, and it has showed people much ideas, much facts, much opinions it's given a lot of people a stage to voice their opinion and their thoughts on the subject. So it's come up numerous times in history. It's almost impossible to pinpoint every single time it trended because it's trended so much, which is quite tragic. But how? How does this trend so much? Well, social media. Almost everyone today has some sort of social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. There's just so much you can do and so many ways you can get your voice out there. Well, right now, with guns, it seems the whole social media platforms have blown up into gun debate. We see artistic interpretations such as America is a Gun, a poem that has been circulating in today's society. And it basically states like, England is a cup of tea. And it goes through a bunch of countries, stating kind of what they're stereotypically known for. And at the end of every stanza, it shows America is a gun. But what else? We also see on Twitter, famous people and just big-time people post things like 1.4 million Americans who died in all wars fought since 1776. 1.4 million Americans who died via household guns since 1968. So obviously a very gun control thought, but we just see it kind of erupting in that sense with social media. We also see memes such as this one and this one. I'm not going to read it in sake of time, but people just voicing their opinions. We also see a comeback of political cartoons, political cartoonist type thoughts, and I know you can't see it because of my little head, but it's a bunch of reporters talking to a politician, and he's saying, too soon, we still haven't finished not doing anything after the last massacre. So it's kind of criticizing the fact that we've had so many massacres, so many gun shootings, yet nothing has been done. So let's take a look at Google Trend itself, the resource that shows us what is trending. So we just simply type in Google Trends and click. We can see right away in our featured insights, guns in America. Gun rights and gun control have become a huge political and cultural issue in the United States. Hard to deny that. And we just need to scroll down and we can see search interest in key gun-related items. And I'm not quite for sure what this is in. I'm assuming either thousands or millions. But we see basically blue representing gun control, gun rights being in red, Second Amendment being in yellow, and the rights to bear arms in green. And we can see this blue line go up and down, up and down. In 2012, we see it spike because we had a mass shooting, and we see it go on and spike, and it seems to spike every time we have either a politician say something about it or we have a shooting. And it seems to just be continuing in that route. We scroll down and we can see where people are voting for gun control and where people are voting for gun rights. And we can see cities that have been searching this. So this has been a huge search topic. And regardless of who you are, where you're from, what gender you are, what's your sexuality, what party you are, nothing will define you, as in to say that you don't think this is an issue, that you don't think kids getting shot is an issue, because we all can agree it is. Now, whether you believe gun rights is the way to do it or gun control is the way to do it, that's your own personal belief, and regardless, we need to do something. Now, one thing has been that we see many people using mass media for their benefit of this topic. We see people using media to influence others into their opinions and their thoughts, and we even see an increase in teens getting involved in the topic. Numerous teens of the shooting have actually come forward into public and politicians asking for change. Guns have been searched numerous times, and it'll continue being searched every time it becomes relevant. Google Trends shows us this.